23rd March 2025, fourth day of our trip. A leisurely start at around 7 a.m. All of us with our guide Kamal Ingti in Ali's car. Today we would traverse the entire width of Manas from south to north up to the Heritage Center and then cross the international border from Manas National Park into Royal Manas National Park at Bhutan. We would then travel for another 14 kilometers on forest tracks along the east bank of Beki River to the Bhutanese town of Panbang. At Panbang, we would complete the immigration formalities. Soon after entering Manas, we saw a brown-breasted flycatcher patiently waiting for a catch. My seventh lifer of the trip. Happy to capture reasonably good shots as well. A few more sightings along the way. A while later, we encountered a small troop of capped langurs. Delighted by our sighting. It's very difficult to see them these days. Population has declined by 30% over the past 10 years, and the species is now mentioned as vulnerable in the IUCN Red List. They now inhabit only small pockets in northeast India and adjoining Myanmar. We were lucky to capture their various moods. How wonderful it would have been if we could have scratched our chin with our toes. We finally reached the Manas Heritage Center. We were here yesterday morning as well. Quite a good collection of geographical and natural history information on Manas. I spent half an hour checking out the collection. Now that's a quirky signage. The Bhutan border is 200 meters from the Heritage Center down that way. Short halt at the border checkpost as we get a temporary permit to enter Royal Manas National Park. We would complete the formal immigration formalities after we cross the park and emerge at the Bhutan site at the town of Panbang. We are now at Royal Manas National Park, Bhutan. Stunning landscape at a bend of the Beki River, also called Manas River here at Bhutan. Soon after entering the small Bhutanese town of Panbang, we stopped at a grocery store and stocked up on essentials. Then we drove to the small pretty town to Panbang Eco Lodge on the east bank of Tongasa Chu, River Tongasa. We would halt for the night there. Later that afternoon, we drove through the pretty small town to the wilderness beyond for birding. Some sightings during that afternoon. Later that evening, we sat out on the banks of Tongasa Chu. Sky full of stars, the river roaring by below, wilderness all around. And when in Bhutan, you must pay respect to Bhutan's own K5, created to commemorate the coronation of His Majesty, the 5th and the present King of Bhutan. Aged malts from Scotland, blended with local grain whiskies. Interesting. Definitely worth a try. Dinner that night was typical Bhutanese home food. Rice, khewa dachi, which is potatoes and local cheese curry, ema dachi, which is chilies and cheese curry, egg curry, and dal. "24th March 2025, 5th day of our trip. Our usual early start on a misty morning, through the town to the picturesque forests towards the north. Our Bhutan entry permit restricts us to a bridge on a small tributary of Manas Chu, River Manas, about 3 kilometers to the northeast of Panbang town. A while later, we encountered a small flock of 10-odd Rufous-necked Laughingthrush. During winter, they congregate in big flocks. March onwards, pairs start breaking away from the flock to find their own territory, build a nest, and breed. The small flock indicated that many pairs have already broken away. Delighted with my 8th lifer of this trip. Some other sightings that morning. A couple of hours later, we drive back through town. We pass by a monastery, children going to school, everyday life at this small corner of Bhutan. Back at our lodge, scenic ambience on the bank of Tongasa Chu. I can spend hours sitting here with a book. Time for breakfast and some more birding from the lodge itself. Around 11 a.m., we headed back to home and India. At the border, we returned the temporary permit and received back our Indian voters' cards. Would be a long 6-hour drive to Guwahati airport. On the way, we will cross from north to south Royal Manas National Park and then Manas National Park. From Guwahati, we will fly to Kolkata. Our last memories of Manas are these awesome views of Manas Chu or Becky River as we drove through the national park.